Yeah, what is up everybody, and welcome to the All-Star Game, the 2016 NBA All-Star Game. And as you guys can see by the lineups, two diverse styles. First, the East is going very small. They got Carmelo Anthony at the center and Paul George at the power forward spot. I don't know why LeBron's playing underneath them, but he is. He's playing the small forward spot. And then the West side, as we're trying to throw up the lob to Russell Westbrook, but the ball goes way too high for him. We got a bigger lineup. We don't have a true center in the lineup, even though Anthony Davis might be considered a center and did play some center before. No true center. We got Davis at the center spot and then Blake Griffin at the power forward spot. So more of a bigger lineup, and also kind of like an OKC West lineup. It's like, what would happen if Denny Tice went to OKC? You would have me at point guard. Let's say Westbrook doesn't come off the bench and he's starting a shooting guard, and then obviously Durant at the small forward spot. So that kind of dynamic playing itself out. And then of course the matchups within the matchups, you got Durant versus LeBron. You got Paul George versus Blake Griffin, which is a random matchup, and stuff like that, as we kick it out to Russell Westbrook, who's spotting up in the corner. And Westbrook's jumper was pretty crisp for it being Russell Westbrook and him being obviously known for attacking in the lane. He had a spot on jump shot. And then Kevin Durant was the guy who was inconsistent, believe it or not, from like attempts, how many times I would give him open looks, as we give it to James Harden, my former teammate from the Rockets. Yup, we reunite with the beard, and it wasn't a good reuniting between me and James Harden, as John Wall and won over his former Kentucky teammate Boogie Cousins, as we take it to the rim there. And I started getting a little bit aggressive in this first quarter because the East side, they started making all their shots, as James Harden was not making any of his shots. Like I said, that was not really a good matchup. Getting me and Harden back together. But yeah, the East side, I was looking to have some fun in this All-Star game, but the East team was making everything. As you guys saw, they were making so many threes, and it did not feel like an All-Star game. It felt way too competitive as we chased down Dwayne Wade. Oh man, Wade thought he had a breakaway dunk, but it doesn't come that easy. Not even in the All-Star game does it come that easy. We find Harden spotting up, and finally we get a bucket. I'm trying to get an assist with everybody on the team. That includes DeMarcus Cousins. His Cousins finishes in the paint, absorbs the contact from Kevin Love, and gets it to go as we hit the bench for the final 6.5 minutes. And when we do, the East lead extends. But yeah, this team was so competitive. There weren't many lob opportunities because the East team was making everything. So there was no transition. It was the complete opposite of the Rising Star game, where we had so many opportunities to throw up lobs, and we definitely had the players to do the lobs, and I was looking forward to it once I saw the starting lineup, but it just wasn't there. It's here. We're going to throw one up for Russell Westbrook. Rare opportunity, and we take advantage. Westbrook takes flight. This time we're right on the connection as we find Durant in the corner, trying to chop that lead up. It was once a 10-point lead. We tried to make it a 4-point lead there. Instead, in transition, Kyrie Irving almost got one hell of a circus and one shot to go there. But yeah, so Durant was kind of struggling. I was looking for Durant to kind of be the face of his team, but Durant didn't have his jump shot as smooth as I would have liked him to have it. And then, you know, me trying to play point guard, I figured, you know what, let me just take this crap over myself. I could let Russell Westbrook try, but you know what, let me try doing it myself. So we got 19 points on, 69% shooting, pretty good. I was taking a few threes just for the heck of it as we dunked the ball in transition there. Those threes didn't really go down. You guys saw the only three I made earlier as we tip a pass, but it goes right back to D Rose, who gets in the lane for the layup. And that's the kind of stuff we don't need to make this comeback happen. Is Tice with 21, Westbrook also with double-digit points, including that three-pointer right there. As we're creeping back into this one, they're double teaming Tice as he's taking over the game, but that's not helping them out any, because I'm finding the open man. That time Blake Griffin gets that slam, and then Kyrie Irving is knocking down everything. He is not missing from downtown, unlike Durant, who's missing a lot of the open looks he's getting right now. As we kick it in the corner again, Russell Westbrook. That's actually a deep two, but they counted. I mean, it looked like a deep two, but they counted as a three, as LeBron James kicking it, and then Kyrie Irving. This frustrated me. I immediately paused again. I'm like, yo, what is Kyrie shooting? What is this team shooting? Kyrie is 6 for 6 from downtown. He's having one hell of an all-star game as we dunk it over Carmelo. Because if Carmelo's going to be in the paint as the center, that's a joke. We're taking advantage of that, all right? We're going in the paint, and we're getting some of the easiest drivers in the lane you'll see in your life. And that's what I did in this game for the most part. That was most of my shot attempts. So it wasn't those ram three-pointers. I was going and attacking Carmelo, and Carmelo was not blocking my shot, all right? He was just not. You see some random people like Chandler Parsons made the All-Star team. I think I see like Kemba Walker made it. Jabari made the All-Star team in his second year as we dunk it over Kevin Love there. Every single time we inch close in this game, the East always had another run in them as we blocked Dwayne Wade again, this time to beat the buzzer there, shot clock buzzer. He tried to get a shot as we thread the needle to LA. LaMarcus Aldridge getting the and one there. It's only a 4-point game as we strip LeBron James. Durant on the recovery and on the slam. Spectacular slam by Kevin Durant to make it a 2-point game. And again we get the steal from LeBron, and Durant is running the break to tie the game, but Carmelo gets the chase down block to reserve the lead for the East. But Denny Tice dunking in the lane. This run is not over yet. They have not heard the last from the West Side as Denny Tice getting the rebound there. End of the shot clock, giving it to Durant. Dribbles down, pull-up jumper in the face of Carmelo Anthony. The lead is ours with 5 minutes. The comeback we've been working on all game is finally completed as Denny Tice gets the strip and the dunk off Derrick Rose, who did not have good handles there as D Rose kicks it out. Kyrie, who's having the good game, gives it to his teammate LeBron, and LeBron James with a cold-blooded 3 to tie the game up. The East is still fighting as Russell Westbrook fires a nice pass to Blake Griffin. I was getting double team. I didn't have the lane to pass it to Griffin, but Westbrook did, and LeBron James is cooking back-to-back threes, and the East is up by 1 point with 3 minutes left. This is the kind of All-Star game you want to see, a competitive one, and one where the stars are shining, and Kevin Durant is starting to shine in this game. Look who's open again. It's Durant at the end of the shot clock. Kevin Durant answers the bell yet again. He's hyped, and it's a 5-point lead. And there on the steal is Anthony Davis. They threw it right to him, and I'm throwing it right to Kevin Durant. Look at the moves Durant's putting on. He's putting on a show. He started off cold, but he is scorching in the fourth quarter of this All-Star game. But LeBron is not done yet. Even though he lost the ball a few times, he's got some shots of his own. Is Durant? Oh, Durant almost had an answer for that, but Anthony Davis crashing the boards there. 5-point game, a key steal by Carmelo here off the inbound pass. Bad inbound pass, and Carmelo with the floater. Back to a one-possession game with a minute left. This is a huge possession. They're obviously double-teaming me. They don't want me to have the ball at all. As the end of the shot clock comes, we got to give it to Russell Westbrook, who has never been afraid of the big shot. He was not turning that one down, and it's nothing but a swish for him as D Rose drives in the lane, gets a 2-point shot. I was trying to protect them from getting a 3 as they're double teaming me again, and they're actually going to force a jump ball. Paul George forces a jump ball with Tice, and that's a mismatch. Paul George is winning that one. So now it's a 4-point game. 30 seconds left. They have a chance to get a quick bucket here. Kyrie kicks it to LeBron James, and LeBron is not able to come through. He hit those 2 3-pointers earlier, but could not get that one. And now Kyrie Irving finally misses his first 3 of the All-Star game, and that was the story for the Eastern squad. They knocked down all those 3-pointers, but eventually they just couldn't knock down the last ones they needed. They're shooting over 50% the entire game, but they cooled off just a tick at the end. Meanwhile, Kevin Durant got in his zone. Denny Tice kept the team in the game all game long, and the two of us, along with Russell Westbrook, basically turned the West squad into OKC West, and that helped us get the win. So leave a like in the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more NBA 2K15 My Career games, and I'll catch you guys next time.